because we're doing the Canadian Shield. Canadian Shield's really not known for rumbling. But let me share this out on the Twitters. Let's do a tweet. Tweet, twiddle, twiddle. There's only one candy with all in the middle. Lightsabers. So some people have started getting their copies of the Canadian Shield. And hello there, Timothy. And hello, Mother. Although you're just in the other room, Mother. Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. Here at Camp Granada. How is everyone tonight? I hope everyone is doing great. Okay, so we shared it out on Twitter and we shared it out on thing. Hopefully Metal will be here soon. I'm not sure what's going on for him. But, you know, it is what it is, of course, as always. And, you know, I'm here, and I'm going to draw the Canadian Shield tonight. Next week, who is next week? Do we have the list? No, we don't. Well, we have the list, just not up. Next week, it's either Toxico or Snowdrift. Probably Toxico, dealing with the villain from Canadian Shield number 2. So let's bring up our picture, our reference picture that we're going to use. Hey, Elric, how are you? I read the Canadian Shield and the Buckler Ashcan, and what did you think, my friend? Did you enjoy them? I like them both for different reasons. Well, that's good. That is good. Yeah. Don't need to like anything for the same reason. Where is my eraser? Over there. There's my eraser. Well, hopefully in January, you're going to be able to back number 2 of the Canadian Shield and number 1 of Snowdrift. And if you can, and it'd be really good to have yours as an. I found the Canadian Shield more. I found the Canadian Shield. I found more fun. The Canadian Shield, us actually kind of funny, especially some of his dialogue made me laugh. And the Buckler had more dramatic moments, but also fun. Yeah. Well, that's what I think I was going for. You got one person. It's hard to, he's not really interacting except right at the end there with anybody except for God and an angel. So how do you make something like that thing? So you have to have him. You have to do something a little different. And, I mean, it's not us. I mean, is not us. Okay. Well, okay. The Canadian Shield I found more fun. The Canadian Shield is not us. Actually, kind of funny, especially some of the dialogue made me laugh, and the Buckler had more fun. I meant to say the word is not the word us. Okay. I think I'm just getting confused now. Well, altogether, I'm glad you liked it. That's what counts, you know? That's really what counts. I meant to say the word is, not the word us. Oh, okay, I think I get it now. The Canadian Shield I found more fun. The Canadian Shield is actually kind of funny, especially some of his dialogue made me laugh. And the Buckler had more dramatic moments, but also fun. Okay. I think I got it now. Hey, Rebel Ho. No problem, no problem. Anytime, Larry, I'm here to, I want to promote myself, but I want to promote others too when I can, you know. It was a good night, for sure. And I look forward to issue 2, but I will say, the only thing I would say is I would have, like, more action for issue 1. But other than that, it was a fun comic. Yeah, I knew that the less action wasn't going to be great for it. I knew it was a hindering point. But I thought getting him into society first and all that, you learn to develop a liking for him in a different way. And maybe even feel for him. If I told the story where he was already in Hamilton and I went back and did all this, I don't think it would have went over as quite as well. I know I got a lot of flack for the way I'm doing it. Yeah, there's a little bit more action in Snowdrift #1. Like I said, she's not really fighting anybody's, but there's some thugs or whatever that come in and rob the restaurant, throw them in a freezer, and she's got to figure she's not affected by the cold in the freezer, and she's got to find a way out. And that's in the last few pages, If you were on Facebook, Elric, I would suggest going into my group and reading all the first issues. I think if you read all the first issues, you'll notice a progression. Like I said, I wasn't the one to primarily write #1 of the Canadian Shield or Snowdrift. I think I had a lot more to do in the Flame, although again, I don't think it was primarily me. Insecto was, the Wiz was, Ozona, and Electide. Yeah, I saw that. I wrote a comment on your post about that, Elric. You're like, yeah, and I also got the coloring book today too. Like it's just an afterthought. But then again, you're probably like you might like that more because you're actually in it. I was hanging out with a friend when I got the package. The package was waiting for me. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, Willie, how are you? Well, if you feel like it, Elric, maybe do a review on your channel for it. I want to see I want to see all sorts of reviews as the days go by. Elric says, so when I got your comic, it was still morning, so I literally got the colored book less than an hour ago. Awesome. Keep moving that up so nobody can see me drawing the head area. Yeah, I know you said you got the comic book when I was on stream earlier today, so. Where did I put the little thing here with game thing with circles? I want my circles. I want to do a circle there. Yeah, I couldn't read it because I was watching you and Dillard, but I left to eat and I read them. Yeah. So have you given out any of your cards yet, Elric? Okay, give me a minute. Guys, I need to find this little thing for circles so I can do a good circle here. Where the heck did my circles go? I'm gonna have to just do it manually, it looks like. I'm trying to get in the habit of using the stencils. Okay. Oh, hi, Elric. Where's Metal? I'm not sure where he is at the moment. Let's see. I gave one I hung out with my friend today. What do you think? Except for the fact that he needed a magnifying glass to read the story. I find holes in that story. And hey, Bullet, are you even healthy enough to have friends over what story? Bullet? It's how did you survive the fires of California, the poop in the streets, and the return of a long extinct virus? They aren't where I am, unfortunately. Too big, I think. Howard says he can read it without a magnifying glass. Well, that is good for you, Elric. But unfortunately, for you, Mrs. Dillard wasn't very enthused by the card, so she threw your card out. But of course, John saved them. Rebel Gaming loved that. Loved the post on Facebook that Mike is a hole. And Evan's like, or Eric's like, oh my god, she threw him out! And then he's like, yay, John saved them! Well, one thing's up. He got his Canadian Shield today, as well as his Cult of Raven coloring book. But the most important thing in there is the Canadian Shield comic book and Buckler comic book. The gauntlet was cast down after all. Today has been a good day. I was thinking of getting that Thursday. Oh, the coloring book? Yeah, I got it. I should be getting it in a couple days. I should check on that. Or are you going to be doing a color? Are you going to color for the coloring contest, Elric? I have made up. I'm having some pins made up. Cool. But I want to color my own art for the contest. I'll color a different drawing in the book. That way I don't play favorites. Why not, Elric? Play favorites. Promote yourself. What's up with the whistling? I have no idea what's up with the whistling. It's got to be my fan. Either that or it's my laptop. That can't be your fan. Well, I think the fan is blowing on the mic from where it is, so I don't know. I gotta do some noise reduction stuff and all that. See whether that helps. I just gotta do it. I'm gonna do that tomorrow morning. Because, now let's see. I'll have to reset this up. If you look at my mic there, it's slightly wobbling. That could be because of my desk or whatever. But also the fan right there is sort of right in it's right in the path. So And this Canadian Shield is being drawn on by a 12 by 18 sheet of paper. And if it's really good, if somebody wants to spend $60 US, they can have it. Once it's done, of course. And what's the what about? Many there is nothing. Many there is nothing you won't sell. That's almost 11 by 17. What did I say? I said 12 by 18. Yeah, that's bigger than 11 by 17. Hey, this potato chip is cheap. Thing is, Timothy, that's actually cheap for art this size for a lot of people. Especially if I draw it really, really, really good. I've got a whole slew of Marvel and DC characters I've drawn in my own and other characters from on stream. I should actually do an auction again soon. Not that I'll necessarily get anybody in to buy, but just playing. I don't like that boot. I'm giving it the boot. It's not quite a boot the right way. Thursday and Friday, Inkwell should be on with me. Morning. You Canuck. Knucklehead. With you calling ham bacon. We don't call ham bacon, we call bacon bacon and ham ham. Although there's back bacon, which might be something like ham or whatever. Or female bacon. So who's on your show tomorrow? Not tomorrow. Thursday and Friday. Inkwell. He's just going to be, on like the alert or anybody else. He was on this morning's stream. Because tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesday. Okay, that's off to sleep. Hopefully he will be able to show whatever he's drawing on Wednesday. So be sure to hit the like button and share this out, people. Make sure. Let's try, we're sitting at just under 700. Let's try and get this channel up to 1,000 people. I'd like to do that before the next campaign. We really want to make this next campaign blow through the roof. I'm sure Dillard hit the dislike button. Because if we can make this next one hit through the roof, I can get more artists automatically right on the next books before the campaign's even done, which will mean, us campaign sooner. Now, I'm not sure whether you guys consider that a good thing or not, but, Rick, what are you doing to your channel? Rick, what are you going to do to get your channel to 1,000? I don't know. Almost anything. Hopefully start getting some more guests on, or people just coming on. Shooting the shit, as they say. So how is your day, John? How's trailer building going? It's shooting the breeze across. Yeah, there's that acronym or colloquial, but there is shooting the shit too. Alric. Exhausted. If he hits 1,000, he's going to sing the song, and it has to be chosen by somebody in the chat. Well, of course, there's going to be giveaways at 1,000. I don't know what exactly, depending on how many comics I've done by then. There might be that. Whoa. He's going to sing Take On Me. I'd like to see Elric. Well, Elric, when you if you with you doing your cover, you're gonna have to come on and talk about it a little once we do the campaign. No problem. I'd like to get you on a bit more often again, Elric. You used to come on a little bit more often. No problem. How about the hammer smashes face by Cannibal? I have no idea who that. If you want to say that, it's actually shoot the shit, not shooting the shit. No one says that. I think it can go both ways, John. I think I've heard it both ways. Shoot the shit, shooting the shit. No, it can't. Why can't it, John? Or is one because I said so, and that's the bottom line. Who do you think you are, John? Do you think you're Austin, whatever, 316? Whatever. You know who I mean from wrestling. Because John made up the phrase to me. That would be interesting if he made up that phrase, since I think I heard it before he was born. Dale thinks he is the Texas rattlesnake. He thought of it when he was just a fetus. How did he express it then? Oh, I made that up just now. Is that taken already? When I corrected Cross on the phrase, I felt like McFly talking to Beth. Uh, did you call him chicken? Not yet, but I can. But Ulrich, you could be old Biff talking to younger Biff, because he did the same thing, correct it. In fact, he did it better. Old Biff talking to younger Biff. That's the first time Rick has ever been compared to Biff. Although I guess that would make me younger Biff at that point, not older Biff. But does it make Elric Biff? It would make Elric Biff too. That's true, but I don't have a book with all the winning games. I'm not an old man. But you will be one day. I think, or Rick, more like it, the South Park character Butters. Ouch. Cross, get some butter for that burn. Rick, Rick is more like that South Park character Mr. Slave. I have no idea who those guys are. Actually, I must say I have heard of. I don't know who he is, but I've heard of the Butters character from South Park. Oh, shots fired. Mr. Slave is always talking about Jesus. Okay. Oh, dude. There you go. Good thing, I guess, that's not the way somebody goes to hell. We're all on the floor laughing. Tell Rick he's better like Paris Hilton. burn. See, the problem with this is you may be burning me, but unless I know the reference, it doesn't really work. Okay, so I've got to work on this hand here. I don't know, it actually makes it funny for some reason. Yeah, it makes it funnier because I don't know what I'm getting called, but at the same time, the bird loses its something, I would say, when, I don't know what the heck's being said. Or Butters would get the reference either, or I think he meant wouldn't get the reference. Yes, I have. Timothy wouldn't. See, it's more fitting Elric. Okay, so we'll do this one. Thicker. Yes, it is, says Elric. Me being Butters, or referred to as Butters, seems more fitting just because I wouldn't get the reference either. South Park Heroes. He would be Barry Crunch, or just some random reason, laugh out loud. So, what do you think of this drawing of the Canadian Shield? Uh, we all know Diller would be Cartman. Yeah, I can agree on that. Respect my authority! I think another problem I have is doing line thickness. Probably something on the ground. No impressions, Butters. How about a penny? Yeah, he could be. You'd be able to see it. Laugh out loud. There can be like a thought bubble. Oh, what luck! A penny. Actually, he could see a penny, but he couldn't see a penny. He could see a penny that no one's turned in. But in Canada, at the moment, we no longer have pennies. So a penny wouldn't do him much good. How about a penny that is glued to the sidewalk and he just picks it up part of the sidewalk? Could be. Glued there for years. Like, I've still got a few pennies around my house, but and I could probably use them at the store, but most stores would probably would look at me weird now. I showed them a penny. Then it just turned. Then it just turned into. I found this lost penny. How about a kitty? Yeah. Then above you can put Canadian Shield versus Kitty. Kitty cat. Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty. Uh, he would tear it in half and stick it. Aww. His deadliest adversary. Are we talking about a kitty with lasers Who knows? I think Metal's going to. My mom doesn't think Metal's not going to show up tonight. He's shown up real late before, too, so he might show up right near the end. Who knows? He probably had some stuff last minute. Yeah, it's too silent without him. That makes me sad. Now drop birds everywhere. I think speaking of Metal, he appears. And
Hello.
John.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, did we both jump in at the same time?
Well, him like a second or two after you. So how are you guys tonight?
Am I on? Am I live?
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
Oh my god. I didn't even do my hair to be on national TV. International TV. Rick, you were doing silent treatment tests for what reason?
I was talking a little bit, not probably quite as much as I think I was having somewhat of a good conversation before just reading the chat as he said something and responding. Ulrich says, Metal, I like the art you put in the comic book, a coloring book.
Oh, well, thank you.
Because he got his today. You get any idea whether you got yours today, Metal?
What, coloring book?
No.
Oh,
Canadians. Yeah, because...
I don't think I did. I wasn't here around the time the mail came in, but if there was anything for me, it would have been put right in my workstation. So, judging by there nothing being here, I'm going to say no.
Oh, yeah. I was just wondering because John's came in yesterday, Ulrich's today. You know, they're in California. It's a little bit further, so I was hoping. But
Oh, yeah. Well, we have this weird thing where everything that goes anywhere in Dallas-Fort Worth has to go to the Fort Worth Distribution Center. So it's probably going to sit there for at least a day before it gets sent out anywhere else.
Timothy says he was sucking really bad till you guys showed up. Now the show is better. To you, Timothy.
It's also assumed that it doesn't just get lost forever because the Fort Worth Distribution Center has a good reputation with losing people's stuff.
Well, that's not a good thing.
I'm turning off my camera. You don't deserve me.
Okay, John. If you say so.
All right, let's see here.
So what are you drawing up tonight, John?
Huh? I'm drawing a very simple version of the Canadian Shield
Okay.
because you're doing it wrong.
I'm doing it wrong.
Yes.
How am I doing it wrong?
That's not what a body looks like.
Yeah, I think a list of how you're doing it right would be shorter and easier to actually cover.
This way, you can actually look at this and say, okay, this would be an easier way to do it.
And here's my mom to say hi.
You're frozen.
Am I frozen, everybody, or is it my mom's computer?
I see
I'm
the
going-
line going down your screen, so it must not be frozen.
Well, I mean on YouTube. So,
No, I mean, everything seems fine on YouTube for me.
okay. I figured. Mom, it's your computer. You should have assumed that.
That's very rude.
Yeah, Bullet says that Linda is high again, Rick.
Eric says everything's fine. He saw Dylan move his thing. His drawing.
So, whose body does the Canadian Shield have? If you were to give him someone's body that's popular that I would know.
As a person that's alive?
No, anybody that I can reference.
The Hulk? Except, not quite as veiny. He's got the Hulk's build. How tall is he? 8 foot, Timothy.
Which would actually make him taller than some incarnations of the Incredible Hulk.
And he's, as I like to say, built like a brick house.
Well, he's either built like the Hulk or he's built like a brick house, which is it?
Okay, maybe not literally like a brick house. Just that's saying. Or at least here, where I'm from, it's a saying. That somebody's built like a brick house. Meaning they're beefy and strong. No, Rick, just no. No what? Timothy?
Have you ever tried going on YouTube, Rick, and follow along with some of the videos like how to draw the Hulk step by step?
No.
We should all do that right now.
I thought if you were built like a brick house, that means your measurements were 36, 24, 36.
That's correct.
Well, I didn't I've never heard that.
It's the song Brick House by the Commodores.
Oh. He says, Timothy says, dang it, Butters. And Ulrich laughs out loud and, well, you know now, Butters. Know what now? What do I know now?
What did Elric? What did you think of the Buckler ash can? So no, we don't want to go online and look up how to draw the hole.
Well, I don't want to get copyright struck.
Better at drawing.
Why is Timothy calling you Butters? And is he referring to Butterscotch from South Park?
Yes, he is, because there was a whole thing earlier about South Park and all that.
He's saying that Rick is very similar to Butters. And I said that Rick was more similar to Mr. Slave on account of how often Mr. Slave talks about Jesus.
They're talking about Jesus for two different reasons. Jesus Christ.
And Ulrich says
Timothy's more like Big Gay Al.
Oh, so he's super. Okay.
Thanks for asking.
And Ulrich said he liked the ash can.
That's great. So what should we do? What should I draw? I can't be on here for too long. I only can be on here for about 20 minutes. What should I draw while I'm here?
You could draw the buckler.
Should I draw a square?
Timothy is like, who is like, what? I think they said you're like Big Square Al or something like that.
No, Big
No,
Gay
you should
Al.
draw a hot chick.
From Big Gay Al's boat ride. Big Gay Al's petting zoo. I should draw what?
A hot chick.
A hot chick. Okay. You draw
Yeah, that's always the option. Just some hot woman.
Let me erase this beautiful square.
Now remember, people, don't be square.
Big Gay Al, who only had like the best song in the South Park movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh damn, I got burned.
You know, it's not an insult though to be called Butters because he's like the best character in South Park. It's either him or Randy Marsh.
Randy Marsh, hands down.
Dude, I can't wait for the end of this month when they get the 1 hour pandemic special.
See, the thing is, I have heard of character Butters, and I think I've seen him a couple times on a couple episodes that I've watched at a friend's place or whatever, but it doesn't do much to me because I don't know the character enough. So the burn isn't quite as bad, so as they would like.
Sucks to be you, Rick.
It sucks to be them. That's
No,
the burn.
sucks to be you. Yeah, you're getting burned. You don't even know it. Oh, how embarrassing!
I'm gonna have to send Rick a Butters compilation.
Alex says, "Who am I like?" Wait, don't answer that. Timothy is the best character in my opinion. Butters is better. Timmy.
Get the guy. Timmy.
Timmy is better than Jimmy? I don't think so.
Well, they said earlier. Dillard was Cartman. They said, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I can see that.
Respect my authority.
on, Rick. That was like season 1.
Well, like I said, I haven't seen a lot of episodes, John.
Oh yeah, Cartman's gotten way worse since then.
I did see the actual movie with my friends about where they go to do the song "Blame Canada."
Blank Canada. That's not what it's called, Rick. It's called Fuck Canada.
Like I said, I didn't say the song title. I said what they say in it. Or one of the lines, anyways. Timothy says, Crippled Jimmy has to be a close second. Just like Dillard. What a wonderful ad audience. Says Albert.
Oh, do you like the fact that all the Canadians' heads are split in half?
I forget. What?
Oh, so like none of their mouths are attached. The Canadians, right? They have like a bottom jaw and their head flaps up and down when they talk.
Okay, it's been a while since I've seen it, so I'm not sure.
And like the highlight of Canadian comedy is Terrence and Phillips and fart jokes.
The Canadians. Who is rattling?
Oh, that's coming from Dillard. That happens sometimes.
Okay.
What
I
is
just
It sounds like something tapping on glass.
Oh, my pen. That's my digitizer.
Oh, okay. Timothy's, I'm not your buddy, friend. I'm not your buddy, your friend, buddy. Flip Top Head says Bullet, and I'm not your buddy, pal, says Elric.
And apparently there's only one road that goes through all of Canada.
Yeah, it's the 5, right?
Yep. South Park has like the best and weirdest depiction of Canada out of like anything.
And Timothy says, I'm not your pal, buddy.
I think the best South Park I ever saw was the "They're Taking Our Jobs" episode.
It just keeps getting like
And at the
less
end-
and less
At the
discernible.
very end, is the rooster goes. Oh God, that was so good.
And their freaking solution to stop the immigrants from the future is to just all become gay and have a big pile because if these people are never born, there can't be a future.
Hey, at least you're trying something.
Oh, I think my favorite episode is probably Margaritaville, though.
I don't know. Taking Our Jobs is pretty good.
It is a good episode. The two-parter where they Cartman goes to try to take out Family Guy for showing Muhammad's pretty good too. Cartoon Wars.
Yeah.
And it turns out that the Family Guy writers are manatees.
It might as well be.
No, we're
Who would you say?
Go ahead.
Who would you say is the most like memorable, dynamic actress from the golden age of cinema?
I was going to say Marilyn Monroe. But is she from
Memorable,
Golden Age?
but not dynamic. I mean, she was more of a model that just happened to act at times.
Judy Garland?
Now, see, I don't have any arguments against that one. Judy Garland was actually a really good actress.
You think she's more memorable and dynamic than like Vivian Leigh?
Then who?
Scarlett.
Oh,
I think I'd have a hard time arguing this because it's not something I've ever really thought about before. So it'd probably be like anybody's opinion. I'd probably see it unless I thought about it further.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Not really. I'm just on Rick's show. It's not important. Beans and rice sounds way better than being on Rick's crummy old talk show. Shut up, Rick.
What? I'm not talking, I'm laughing.
I know this is barely a talk show.
I've never called it a talk show.
Nor should you.
Well, good, I won't. And say hello to your wife for me. Ask her how. Oh, I was gonna say, ask her how she liked the book.
Said there was too many birds.
Ulrich says, ouch, Crosby. Just sit there and take that. And your wife says, oh my god, thank you, Rick, for the amazing package of goodies we received. Oh, okay, so Mrs. Dillard, I have to ask a question. Did you actually throw out the trading cards?
Like she's gonna answer that truthfully.
Oh, you. So would a buck or a book you deliver? Yeah. So would a buckler book plus half a buckler book be $1.50? Says Timothy.
A buckler book and half a buckler book will be $60.
No, plus 40 for the insolence tax.
That's correct.
And your wife says no, she didn't throw them out. Who said that? Who's debating me? Your husband. He said he had to get them out of the garbage.
Ask her where her copy of the Canadian Shield is right now.
Where's your copy of the Canadian Shield?
She's gonna call to complain.
She says you were impressed with the card stock. And Timothy says he would assume a buckler book would be less than a penny. No, it's not. Definitely not less than a penny.
Oh yeah, your bank account's in for a rude awakening.
I read half already. Need the other half.
But where is the book right now?
Did you take it and hide it on her?
No, she didn't want it, so she gave it to me to hold on to, quote unquote.
And Ulrich says he loved the card stock and was very surprised. Just playing. She says, it's where it's supposed to be in my household.
She's calling John a liar.
Hey Rick, how many copies of the Canadian Shield did you send me that were signed?
I sent one to you and I believe two to your wife. I think she ordered both. She got
Oh,
both
she got one
covered.
with my cover, one with your cover, right?
Yeah. Where you just got one with your cover.
Yep.
She's like, she says he wanted the two covers to display. He only got his cover and want me to use my Rick cover for display.
All right, so let me go ahead and put my camera on right now so I can make a point. All right, so you see behind me, there's the copy of my cover that's signed, another copy of my cover that's signed, and I have her copy of your cover that's also signed. Why are all three books, this would be hers, and that would be hers, here in my possession? Huh?
Started trouble with Dillard.
Am I taking crazy pills around here?
These are some questions that need to be answered.
And then he ran off. Oh, he said he wanted two covers to display, and then he got his cover and he ran. And he took everything into his nasty shed that is consumed by toxic smoke. Oh shoot, the jig is up, Mrs. Dillard. Says Timothy.
Whoa, take it easy with that racist comment.
She says it's defenseless. Well, Mrs. Dillard, I'm not sure whether you got at the box, but there was like, 10 extra copies unsigned? Ulrich says, Dillard, run.
Well, of course she wants the signed one. You know, she's Rick Piper's #1 fan.
And she says, due to her condition, she cannot go in there to retrieve them. Well, it's not good to go in there, but I'm sure you could go in there for 30 seconds or whatever it would cost to retrieve them. But then again, you'd have to fight your husband for them. That might take longer.
I'm pretty strong.
Ulrich's like rolling on the floor, laughing. I guess you grabbed them all on her while she wasn't looking.
Right, that's exactly what I did. I grabbed them all while she wasn't looking.
Mrs. Dillard said we discussed making sure our local comic shop gets some copies. Oh, awesome! She said she will beat Dillard.
I know she was telling me, talk to them, tell them about the Canadian Shield. And I'm like, my comic book shop, the owners are deaf. Anything I want to talk to them about, I have to write on a Post-it note and slide it to them across the counter. I'm not going to go in there with a manuscript or try to explain stuff.
Timothy says, what are the odds John will be sleeping on the couch tonight? Laugh.
0.
And Mrs. Dillard says, Dillard can sleep in his nasty shed. Timothy's like, oh no, domestic abuse.
Oh, she gets all mad when I sleep in my shed. And then she's like, how come you don't come in the house? I love it out here.
Yeah, then she'll change her tune when that kid needs to go to sleep. And like, you need to go sit on the bed so she doesn't roll off.
Mm-hmm.
She says, well, go prepared.
I don't know what Timothy thinks happens around here, but I'm a Mexican. I'm a machismo Hispanic. When I get mad at my wife, she has to sleep on the couch.
Well, what happens when she gets mad at you?
If she's really mad, she sleeps on the couch.
Yeah, I might be similar. Like, I'm not sleeping on the couch. You want to sleep on the couch, you can, but I'm not.
You tell her, Rick.
With, if I ever got married, me and the wife were having that sort of fight. It's like, I'm sleeping in this bed. You can either choose to sleep in the bed with me or not. Timothy's roll on the floor laughing, says Howard. But then again, although I know it's going to happen, I would prefer not to get into those situations with my wife. She's saying, lies!
Rick, do you ever plan on stop making your comic books?
No.
And then you're going to get in those arguments all the time.
She said, your wife says, lies! Laugh out loud! Lies! I throw peanut butter at him! Timothy says,
what does that
testify.
even do? Like, how effective is throwing peanut butter at someone?
Oh, she throws it pretty hard.
Off of a spoon, I guess she digs it out with a spoon and tosses it?
No, she throws the whole damn jar.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes a difference.
I ducked it one time. Normally I'm able to slap it out of the air, but I ducked it one time and it put a hole in the drywall.
Well, that doesn't not surprise me. There's jars throwing at a good thing. I could see doing that easily.
I can't see that happening. Not ever. Under no circumstances should that happen.
At least she's throwing plastic peanut butter jars at you, not like glass jelly jars.
Oh, she's fancy. She buys the bespoke peanut butter.
Timothy asks, how is her aim? And Carr says, Elric says,
her aim is awful.
Elric says, Cross, know what? The best way not to get into those situations, don't leave the room when you draw. The whole jar. Elric's like the whole jar.
Oh, you know how I piss off my wife?
Coming on here?
When she's already angry. I go to the kitchen, I grab the peanut butter, and I go and hide it. And I make sure she sees me do it. Oh man, she fucking flips out. She goes off the rail.
Why specifically the peanut butter? Can she just throw like anything?
You would think.
Timothy says she needs a backup jar just in case. Timothy, stop giving her ideas.
She needs to start carrying one around in her purse or whatever.
She says, laugh out loud. This was obviously prior to children. Laugh out loud lies. It was classic. I'm guessing you take her, piss her off a lot. Well, at least the jar is recyclable. Idiota, she says. No, Rick. I guess that's no, Rick. I'm not going to stop giving her ideas.
Oh wow, I'm not used to seeing somebody say no, Rick. I'm used to just seeing people say Rick, no.
I will give her more ideas. You might get on John's bad side. Giving her ideas.
It's a very small list of people that are on my good side.
Is your wife one of them?
Not right now, no. She's coming online calling me a liar when I got the receipts.
So you're still drawing the girl?
What?
You still drawing that girl, or what? Are you still drawing?
Yeah, mind your own business, Rick. You work on drawing that incredible bulk over there.
Yes, the incredible bulk. Timothy says, "Oh no, then he will have to boycott me." Laugh out loud. And I'm not sure what she does for an image there, Mrs. Dillard. So, any chance we'll get another episode of that cartoon soon, John? And our work does.
Soon? No. But yes, there will be another episode. I already selected the clip that I want to do.
Oh, and I'm thinking maybe tomorrow afternoon I might watch the last episode of.
Oh, speaking of the cartoon, that's kind of my way of trying to reach out to a broader audience with little animations and stuff. You were talking earlier about getting to 1,000. What's your plan for getting to 1,000, Rick?
I have no idea.
So that means no plan.
Yeah. I'm not sure what I can do, you know. I guess that's my biggest problem. I have no idea. You know, obviously what I'm doing isn't working all that well. Or
Well, I
at
mean,
all.
other than like going on like sub for sub shows, like do you have like a plan of how to grow your channel past 1,000, 2,000, 5,000?
Well, hopefully as people get to know about Cross Comics from doing my campaigns, I know I'm going to be putting out a whole bunch of press kits when I do my next campaign to a bunch of Christian
Press kits.
ministries or whatever. You know, like the last time, except for the fact that Corona hit when it did, which messed me up, I did get a fairly major Christian newspaper in this area contacted me and was going to be putting an article in. And then Corona hit and their distribution thing went down because usually it's in churches or Christian bookstores. People find it for free, and so I don't think they put it out when they were supposed to. So the article that was going to be done for me, I don't think got done.
Oh, that's a shame. So because of that, your plan is nothing.
Well, when I go to
Timothy
do...
says that you should let somebody taser you at 1,000. Something crazy like that.
Well, how do you get people to watch the channel to know that that's going to be happening is the issue.
Yeah.
I say we just taser him now and get it over with.
That's what I say.
Let's see how it says.
All right. Well, I've got to go, guys. I'll be watching in the chat, but I got to go eat.
Okay. We'll catch you later, John. See you tomorrow, possibly.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, see ya.
Eric says, Cross,
Peace.
I have seen reviews of the bulk. The Canadian Shield is definitely more original than that thing. Yeah. Yeah, we're just joking, Alric, as you know. Of course, Alric says later Dillard, as he's already gone. Yeah, it's just getting somebody to, getting noticed, I gotta start doing something other than what I'm doing. I don't know what exactly. I'm up to ideas, not saying I'll necessarily do them, depending if they are. I'm not sure whether I get myself tasered, because that could be dangerous.
Are you saying you've never been tased before?
No, I don't think so. Well, not via a taser. Like I've gotten a little bit of a jolt out of some batteries or stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not even close.
I've tried nothing in your other day. I wouldn't say I've tried nothing. I'm doing live streams. I've done various videos, different types of short videos. I had the snack videos on here for a while. There's a whole bunch of different content if you look at, the last 2 years of me doing stuff. So, Timothy says, well, you really want the attention of ministries or churches, right? Yes, but no at the same time. I'm not sure how a lot of them would feel about, like after dark or even sometimes high noon. Mom,
or any time that I'm on the channel.
Yeah. Well, you're usually good, and we're usually good. It's just sometimes it's the discussions we get into, and I don't care about them, but there's some idiots in there in the church that would.
Usually good, Rick. I advocate for piracy like every other episode. And I've encouraged people to trespass. Who are you talking to?
Well, those are small little things. It's just, and of course, some of the chat too. Comic wise, you could mail them a copy of your comic. Yeah, for sure. I know I put in my local church that I go to. I gave them a couple copies for the church library. So hopefully that will get some attention. But the church library is not even open when people are at church at the moment. So. Yeah. Well, there are more than just your. Yeah, there is for sure. I'm just saying that's one thing I have done. Because heck, even just trying to get the support of my church for this whole endeavor is crazy. Okay, we lost. Oh, okay, he's back. Confucius says, "A man who pirate doom will be plundered." I'm willing to give some churches, free stuff for their library, free copy for their library or whatever. And a lot of churches have money for that too, so they could pay the $2.50 if they wanted to, or the $5, whatever, plus shipping. But I've got to start doing something different. Like I said, I'm not sure exactly what. Or maybe I just need to be more diligent in doing things like I was doing coloring copies of stuff, doing the short vids, a couple-minute video. Elric says that doesn't sound all that bad, Dillard. Depends on what they take when they plunder you, Elric. So not bad. I'm gonna scan this in, and I'll probably be coloring tomorrow. Doing little bits here and there more on it. Oh, I read that wrong. Laugh out loud. Says Alric. They may be coming to your back door. Unfortunately, sometimes when things don't get the shorts videos, they don't get the response I want. Especially when they take a little bit of time with editing and stuff like that. End up giving up too easy. Plunder that booty, says Bullet. Confused to say man who continually gets peanut butter thrown at him must be nuts.
Maybe.
Maybe he's just confused himself. If he's getting peanut butter thrown at him.
I remember back when Saturday morning cartoons used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Me and my cousin, we'd sit down with a jar of peanut butter each and just like eat it out of the jar with a spoon.
Yeah, I've eaten peanut butter out of a jar with a spoon. But yeah, I remember when Saturday morning cartoons were a thing. I love those days. Then they slowly all turned them to live action, which is really funny because back in my mom's day, everything was live action. Then it went all cartoons, and then it went live action again. And then they basically done away with Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah, for a while they ran out of their own ideas, so they just started importing stuff from Japan.
Yeah. Ulrich says, confused to say, one who doesn't make waifu tracks of land bigger must have clear view of flat plane. And that's what I need to do tomorrow. I need to sit down and write the rest of my harem manga.
Dillard says that peanut butter was too expensive, and his parents would beat the hell out of him for hogging the whole jar. That probably would have been the case too if I was doing this at my house, but luckily my aunt and uncle made a lot more money than my parents did, so the jar was on them.
No kids shows anymore, says my mom. Well, there's still kids shows, but it's not the same as Saturday morning cartoons or whatever. At least I'm not interested in whatever they put out on Saturday mornings. I think probably the main thing that ruined Saturday morning might have been the fact that all these cartoon channels that came out, so the cartoons were just coming on whenever, and of course they were doing them during the week. And now Well, though they started that in the 80s with He-Man and stuff like that. Dylan says it's all the same. Of course not. You ain't a kid, Rick. Yeah. But till they stopped doing this, whatchamacallits, the cartoons, or good cartoons as far as I'm concerned. I still watch Saturday. I was watching Saturday morning cartoons into my 20s. So into the 90s. Elric says now they're all safe for kids. These days there are literally no conflict in most modern cartoons. It's all still good, says Dillard.
Well, there definitely are some good shows. I've seen quite a few good ones.
Oh, yeah.
Now, whether they come on Saturday morning or not, I just don't think that block really exists.
Yeah.
As a premiere, you'll get reruns of things that premiere during the weeknights or whatever, but you're not going to get Saturday morning as a premiere block anymore.
Yeah. I was watching, I watched the Batman and stuff like that when it came out. Some of the other Marvel and whatever DC character stuff and some other, Transformers and all that. A lot of that stuff when it was coming out in the last, few years. But even that, it's hard to know when new cartoons like that are coming out anymore, too.
Oh, and I agree with Dillard, too. He said there was a group of trash when we were kids. We just didn't watch what we didn't like. Yeah, there was always trash in every generation.
Yeah.
I remember, being a kid of the 90s, I have a lot of friends who are nostalgic of the 90s. I'm like, why? There was a lot of trash in the 90s.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of trash in every generation. We can still go back and watch all the good stuff, but why would you want to go backwards?
Let's see. Timothy says Hasbro has a 24-hour 7 of old G.I. Joe cartoons. Yeah, I've seen that. I haven't actually watched it. Ulrich says, but there were very inappropriate jokes from Teen Titans. Go with Beast Boy as a cow, and Wonder Woman covered in milk. Yeah, people could make jokes about stuff like that, but, the kids wouldn't be getting those jokes. Most kids, anyways. But now we have the internet. Now we have thousands of hours of fantastic content that we'll never get enough time to watch. True. Just watch what you like. Yeah. True, John. True enough.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything, which I don't find it that sad, but some people might look at it as sad, fact is just TV is an archaic medium that is dying. Not necessarily the content on it. You'll get it different ways, like through streaming services or websites and stuff. But TV as a format is just too old.
Yeah.
Everything's going to transition to some type of internet-based service eventually.
Yeah.
Which I think not only is that going to kill the Saturday morning block, that literally kills every block because things just, debut at a time in the middle of the night so that people can watch it whenever they're ready that day. And you just put it on demand whenever you're ready for it.
Yeah. That's true. A lot of this stuff is just, it's on whenever, and you can watch it whenever you want. You don't have to, wait till 8 o'clock at night or be home at 8 o'clock at night, to watch it. It really has become a thing of its own. Completely different than, 20, 30 years ago. And then especially being able to get shows that, are in a different country or whatever that you find out about, that your thing doesn't offer.
Well, that's why you get a VPN.
Yeah. Let's see, Dillard says, I'm taking Dillard Draws behind a paywall.
I've announced that I'm going to start pirating Dillard Draws.
I hope I never put this behind any sort of paywall. Maybe, extra content, like over on Discord. Now I've got the movie nights for that. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow afternoon, I might watch the last episode of the last season that aired of thing. My Hero Academia, and then I might try and do. I might be able to watch. I might end up watching Full Metal Alchemist, the one that I got, and watch it over on Discord. And whoever wants to come in and see my reactions as I watch it. Timothy says, Dillard Draws, who would pay for that? On the other side of the paywall are all my hot takes. Also nudes and whatever Jack that is, he says. Oh, yes. Well, it's still going to get it's going to go through its 6th season, Elric, though. And then it's...
I think he means blackjack, since the N is right next to the B.
Oh, okay. Blackjack. But yeah, season 6 of Supergirl is the last season.
That's a shame. Season 2 should have been the last season.
Yeah. I agree. I'm not sure.
I mean, I might go as far as to say season 1 should have been, but we didn't know that season 2 was going to be that way it was until we saw it.
Yeah.
But after seeing season 2, we should have known every season after it was going to be bad.
Yeah. He says, yeah, but super scared. They'll still get, yeah. Deal with it. I don't correct myself. Yeah,
I'll go make my own paywall with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget about the paywall. Do you watch the WB a lot, Rick?
No. I just download I just get the shows that I want to watch.
I used to watch WB in the morning. Actually, they had one of the Saturday AM blocks I liked was Kids WB.
Yeah.
But I don't really find myself watching that channel at all anymore.
Hmm. Howard says, in fact, forget about blackjack as well as nudes. Ludes everywhere. Laugh out loud. Says Howard. I just hate, they did such a good job on Stargirl for the DC Universe channel. I hate that they're moving it over to the CW. Although they moved Swamp Thing over to the CW for this season. So they're probably just going to show season 1 for that, which I've already seen. And nothing actually, nothing this season is yet. They haven't put out the air dates for all the new all the shows for this season yet. Well, it says Rick seems more like a CW guy.
What I hate is all these people who are so high up on themselves, like, I don't like watching commercials. So now all these services are charging people subscription fees so you don't have to watch commercials. That's how they're just going to do it. When I was perfectly content paying for nothing but my attention to watch these shows.
Yeah, same here. Let's see. Eric says, I thought Swamp Thing only got 1 season. So did I, but I was looking up when the new shows air, or start airing for this fall 2020, and I saw a Swamp Thing coming on CW. So maybe they're going to show it on CW. I don't know. I'm saying what I saw. So Timothy said he heard it got canceled after 1 episode. I'm not sure whether it got canceled after 1 episode, but they did show like the whole first season on the DC Universe thing. So I thought it was actually pretty good. A bit dark, but you know. So, like I said, I don't know whether it's going to be the 1 season that aired on the DC Universe or not, or whether it's a new season. But I don't know why they would bring it on for just the 1 season that they have. You know, especially in a primetime spot. It's going to be on like at 8 o'clock at night, so. On a Monday or Tuesday, I think. But it's that time again, my friend Metal.
Oh, is it now?
So let me switch over to Jeff. You know, and get my mouse working properly. And
hey, there I am. Yeah, sure. Yeah, everybody, just go to xtimeschaos.com where I have dozens of stories for you to read in either comic or prose form, long and short, as well as tons of character bios and just different assets about the world that you could dive into. There's also a shop if you prefer having physical versions of things, or you can contact me privately to join this very secretive guild on the stream called the Fighters Guild, where we talk about fighting and sometimes get into trouble. It's fun. May not be entirely legal. I can't let you know that, but it's a thing.
Cool. Well, so thanks everybody for showing up for this on the panel, Dillard and Metal. Thanks everybody in the chat for coming by. I hope you've all had a good time. I know I did. And we'll be coloring this tomorrow night digitally. So I guess we'll see you tomorrow for high noon, which hopefully I'll be finishing up the last of my sketch cards. If not, I will be digitally coloring the Canadian Shield number 2. So we'll catch y'all later. Bye for now. God bless. Have a great and wonderful day. Love y'all.
Yeah, see ya.